The Franklin Bulls have hit Rapid League form late, winning 3 of the last 4 and making a push for the top half of the South's Rapid League ladder. This afternoon they host the Taranaki Airs, who have lost their last 5 on the trot. So the Franklin Bulls really with an opportunity to push into that top 6. My name is Nathan Lim. Alongside me is tall fern Crystal Ledger-Walker. Crystal, we've just seen the Auckland Tuatara have been crowned champions of the Rapid League for this year, taking an unassailable lead. Yeah,
congratulations to them. They only lost 3 games all season, but their squad was definitely right up there all season long in terms of racking up those wins.
Yeah, and you can see them sitting pretty there at the top of the ladder. Still a handful of games to go in this Rapid League season. We're not done yet, but the Auckland Tuatara, you can see there a 3-win gap back to second place. The Tauranga Whai with a 72.2% win record. The Saints, the Nuggets, the Giants, the Hawks on 9 wins, and the Franklin Bulls are looking to chase lineups just a few moments away from tip-off. And we're going to start with the Taranaki Airs. We've got Jordan Cooper, Riley Tuta, Xavier Adam, Quentin Bailey and Dane Samuel. Bailey and Samuel both providing plenty of experience for this lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. Samuel is going to be a big one to watch in this game. He's had the highest score for the Airs in Rapid League, putting up 24 points in a game, so he's definitely one to keep an eye on if you're a Bulls fan.
And the Franklin Bulls lineup for this afternoon: Brody Perry, Peyton Hughes, Harrison Kelso, Hunter Saville, and Zion Anderson. And Crystal, we saw last weekend Brody Perry at the end of the game, you and I were calling it, hitting a bucket from 3/4 of the way down the court.
Yeah, he had an absolute game, and what a miracle shot he added in there as well. He'll be one that will be key for them getting a W in this first matchup today. His presence, his physicality that he brings on both ends of the floor.
Let's take a look at some Chemist Warehouse stats, and you can see straight away in the head-to-head of scoring and defense, the Bulls putting up significantly more, 36.2 points per game, but the Airs also conceding over 40 points a game in the Rapid League this season. Let's go down to that player spotlight. Peyton Hughes, Riley Tuta, both players like to shoot. Who's going to have the edge this afternoon?
Yeah, I mean, if we look at leading scorers for this season, Peyton Hughes is just leading the way against Riley Tuta. He's got 142 points, whereas Riley Tuta has put up 133, so both have shown they can absolutely fill it up. Who will get going and who will get going early in this matchup?
The match officials for this afternoon's contest: Sam McFadgen, Ben McLaughlin, and Weejay Manigo. Just moments away as the players come onto the court, and the Pukakoi DJ does what he's done all year and gets the tunes going.
We'll see Zion Anderson match up for this tip off. He's just got back from Australia, represented Massey University at the UTS NZ Oceania competition. They qualified out of the Nationals here in New Zealand, so good to see him back in the Bulls uniform.
See the Franklin Bulls in the county's Monaco colours of red, white and black. The Taranaki Airs playing in white. Quentin Bailey winning the ball initially for the Airs. No, we're going to have another go.
Yeah, we need to re-jump that. That Barter card official thought they could jump out of the building.
The players are getting into it with a bit of clapping. Now we're underway. And the Airs, oh no, it's been pinched initially, has it? Yes, it has, by Zion Anderson. The Airs look to have won the tip-off, and it's going to be a deep shot early. There from Tuta. Can't get it, from Hughes. Can't get it to fall. The Airs bring it back. Foul conceded.
Quentin Bailey says, thank you very much for calling that. Quentin Bailey, a real glue player, leader for this Taranaki Airs side. Has a great knack of putting the ball on the floor and getting himself to the rim.
The inbound from Adam, shooting it for 3 for 2. Tates wants it as well. It's a good start there for the Airs.
We see the Airs drop straight back into a 2-3 zone. Dane Samuel getting in that passing lane.
And the intercept for Samuel. Oh my goodness me. Well, he'd like that pass again. Threw it straight into the legs of Quinton Bailey.
Dane Samuel, an absolute cheat code to have in this Rapid League matchup. Really versatile.
Get the ball back. It's in the arms of Samuel. Now in the paint, up wrestling, trying to lay it in, can't do so. Perry with the rebound. Franklin bring it back. To the rim, trying to put it in was Anderson. He's off the mark. Samuel thinks about the 3. Eventually gives away an intercept ball to Perry. Perry over the top, trying to keep it in there. It was Hughes, and eventually goes out of bounds.
The fast-paced game that's going on right now really suits the Bulls' style. I think they're young, they have a lot of energy. Outside of Dom Kamanpoto, everyone else in this team is under 25. So have a lot of that youthful energy to come out ready on the court.
Xavier Adam bringing it back for the Airs. Fires ball into the corner with Cooper. Cooper lays it in off the right mitt.
Great take, just sneaking along that baseline, working the angle off the glass.
Saville. Anderson looks outside. Saville again, floats it up. That's beautiful from Hunter Saville.
It's a great option from the high schooler. Really intimidating inside with Bailey and Samuel.
There is Bailey. Can't get it to fall off the board. Perry with the rebound again. Conceding the foul there was Cooper.
Peyton Hughes, a product of Pukekohe High School. A few alums out on the floor today for the Bulls. Brody Perry, Corey Perry, Harry Calso. Another few products out of that side.
Perry looks outside. Anderson. He'll put up the 3. No good. But they'll get the offensive board through Saville. Oh, the way to the rim, and picking up the foul there eventually was Harrison Kelso.
Have a look at this attack straight down the middle. Harry Kelso, good decision to put it on the floor after pulling in that offensive rebound. How about that QR code on your screen? The Tawahi season, not too far away.
Certainly not. You want to find out everything you need to know. Use that QR code on the screen. Find out when your team's in action. Good to have even more New Zealand domestic basketball to come as Kelso converts from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Sure, we'll see some of those great under-17 women away at the World Cup featuring in our Tawahi season coming up very soon as well. The Airs with the movement.
Corner opportunity, won't go. Dane Samuel. Thinks about the pass, will drive into the paint. Denied. Dane Samuel, you don't see that very often. Ryan Anderson with the denial, then gives the ball straight back. He'll have another go, Samuel. This time, he'll lay it in.
Makes no mistake on that one. Unselfish play by Tamatoa, giving it to him. Saville from deep.
Bang goes Hunter Saville.
Hunter Saville, looking at his numbers this year in the Sal's NBL game, he's shooting it at just under 53%. You've got to put a hand on him.
Tutu looks into the corner. 3 ball won't go for the Airs. It's Tomatia. Now losing it out of bounds there is Saville. Was looking at the match official. 29.3 to go in this opening quarter, and it is a tight one. That was a beautiful shot there.
They're just highlighting Hunt Saville, and So we see Brody Perry go off the court. We see Corey Perry check on and straight into some full court defense. Ball for the traveling there. We just see Tuda trying to get his squad back up. A leader for the Ears.
7-all. Kelso bringing it back up the court. Adams guarding him. Harrison Kelso. Look for the pass. Eventually finds its way into Bigger, but Bigger loses it. Now heave a ball. Wow, wow, we nearly had another one there. Crystal all the way down the court, off the front of the rim. But that first quarter will finish at 7-all.
That was almost the exact same shot from the same end, going the same way that we saw not too long ago from Brody Perry. But a good start for both of these squads.
For sure, we'll take you through a few of the scores so far. Hunter Saville with 5 points. He's actually the top scorer so far. Riley Tuda's got 3, but just, you know, the one bucket for a sprinkling of other players still yet to get stuck in. And speaking of getting stuck in, a large cup pepperoni pizza, $35 from Sal's. Just use that online code, Sal's Cup 26, valid until Tuesday. So jump on that.
And what makes that pizza so good is because those pepperonis are cupped, they get crispy on the outside. Is that good? Is that a good thing?
I think that is a good thing. Crispy is usually one of those buzzwords that you hear with any food that is worth $35. Oh, that was a good action shot from our cameraman there. I felt like I was really there.
4D experience.
Like the point of view cams on referees during the games. We're back underway in the second quarter. Ayres with the possession. Adam looks to Samuel. Samuel will put it up. Won't go.
Great run play by the Ears, running their shooter Tuda off Samuel, opens him up. And how about that quick take from Corey Perry?
Draws the foul, the layups off the mark, but he'll have a go from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Now, I've been waiting for Corey Perry to get to this Chemist Warehouse free throw line so I could give him a shout out about his fishing page. Check it out on Instagram, hokimai.nz. A man of all trades, an absolute fan favorite in Pukekohe. So go check out that page if you're looking for some fishing content.
What kind of fish is he reeling in?
I'm not going to lie, I'm not a seafood person, so I don't know what type of fish. Haven't dug that deep. But when I've done his games, he's been saying I needed to give that a shout out. So here it is, just before the season ends. I got it in there, Corey.
Fantastic. I'll go and follow that right now. Franklin Bulls back in possession after Perry missed the free throws. Outside. Here he is again, and pass goes right. Nane Samuel bringing it back at the end of the corner. It's Tuta. Oh, beautiful over the top from Jerome Tamatea.
It's a great cut off the ball by Tamatea. Not much happening on that offensive action, but Samuel with the great vision.
Looking for a sharp layup there was Hughes. Off the mark.
Have another look at this dime on the money to Tamatea cutting along the base. Good reverse finish.
The Bulls through Hunter Saville. Bounce pass there to Hughes. Picked off there. Samuel with the deflection. And Tuhaka comes up with it. Lyric Tuhaka. Wow, a lot of defensive pressure from Hughes. Gets the steal, back to Hughes, lays it in off the board. That's the result of some defensive hustle.
Yeah, and great unselfish pass back by Biggett to his guard, waiting on that left side.
Driving sharply into the paint, then looking outside. Tamatea drawing the contact.
That was started by Xavier Adam beating that point guard off the dribble, getting a paint touch, and on that kick out, attacking the closeout, which was scrambling to stop him putting up that three ball. Tamatea, another player out of New Plymouth Boys High School. Feels like a little bit of a New Plymouth Boys versus Pukekohe High School all-star game here today. Tamatea was there, Tuhaka, Tuta, and Cooper all came out of New Plymouth Boys High.
Tamatea slots from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Going for deep now. It's Peyton Hughes, he's off the mark. Taranaki come up with it. Oh, looked like Tamatea was gonna float one in off the board as well again, but draws the foul regardless.
Been real aggressive in this match. He's got 4 points on the day, and this is his first trip to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. I spoke about the Perry brothers being fan favorites in Pukekohe, but who's your fan MVP? Scan that QR code, get your vote in. It's fan appreciation round. We want to know what you have to say.
Certainly do. There's some hot contenders. The likes of Elijah Pepper. This Hughes just been outstanding, consistent. Probably be mine at this stage.
Yeah, I like that pick. As we see the Franklin Bulls really running that Iverson cut.
Bit of Bailey getting in the way of that one, then laying some defence. Kelso concedes the foul.
Harry Kelso was a part of the All-Star 5 at Under-20 Nationals, and that's one of the reasons why his ability to get to the rim and finish through contact really has great length around the basket.
So I've just found Corey Perry's fishing page, hockeymai.nz, if you'd like to follow. Looks like he's got a nice big snapper there. 13-10. Here's up, looking to extend this lead. Corner three. Oh, yeah!
Tamatea knocks that down, but once again, the vision, the IQ from Samuel to put it on the money for him.
Kelso looks back outside. Perry trying to float it up off the right net, can't do so. Dane Samuel coming up with it. All the way to the rim and tipped in as well. Beautifully by Quentin Bailey.
I'm glad they gave Tamatea a touch there because his defensive pressure on the other end got them that. The Bulls struggling with this zone from the ears.
Tamatea. No. Bulls come up with it. 5 the difference. They've got to shoot. Oh, no. Still a bit more time on the clock. Perry.
33 seconds left in the half.
Deep three attempt. Air ball. Going to go over the baseline. And it will be Bulls ball, I believe. Just going to have to mop the floor there. Now
we'll see who the Bulls choose to go to. With Samuel out, now that takes a big inside presence out for the Ears. They could look to drop it in.
Anderson. Perry. Deep three. No good.
I don't think they recognise the time on the shot clock. Sorry, Nathan.
I was going to say that. I'm sure that wasn't the play they had in mind. And they will take a BNZ player timeout. Which gives us a chance to just mention BNZ's ticket to the big game. BNZ invested in New Zealand basketball. They're giving away 5,000 tickets to school groups, sports groups and community groups to come along and see a South NBL game. Scan the QR code on the screen, fill out your group's details and grab your tickets to the big game with thanks to BNZ. And with only a few games left in the regular season, still just a little bit of time to capitalise on that. Here come the Airs, they're up by 8. The corner, now going to put up a 3 ball. Oh my goodness me! Made it look easy, Riley Tuta.
Yeah, that was a tough shot by Tuta to catch and release. Pull that one out of the air, have another look at it. Little left side step, escape dribble to get that one off. But great execution by the Airs out of their BNZ player timeout, and we'll see what the Bulls can respond with. It's under 2 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, just going to say, we'll see specifically how much time left. Oh, beautiful, Anderson getting up and helping the Bulls finish strongly with a bucket. 21-12, the halftime score, and the Bulls needed that.
They did. That was a greatly designed play. Have another look on Anderson curling off it. Cooper read it. I think he knew exactly what they were trying to do, but they're just a little bit late. And Anderson able to cash in going into the halftime break.
Just feels potentially the Bulls just struggling with their scoring rhythm a little bit. The Airs have been able to put up some good shots, but the physical presence of Dane Samuel, of Quentin Bailey around the board, the Bulls are struggling with it.
Yeah, they are, especially with that zone, struggling to find gaps, to find space, to attack the paint. But how about Tamatea leading the way, scoring with 11 points. He's got a 3 ball in that mix as well. And then there are those 2 big twin towers, and Bailey and Samuel dominating the boards, 3 rebounds apiece. Quentin Bailey, 2 of those being offensive, and then Adam doing what he does in that floor general position. 3 assists, really moving the ball well for the Airs in that first half. And look at all those steals for the Airs.
I was going to say 5 steals for the Airs, but that's actually consistent with their South NBL team as well, who averaged 9.2 a game. That's first in the league.
Well, you know, it's great that you bring that up as a point, especially looking forward to our South NBL game. That's one area that the Bulls struggle with, is their turnovers. They had 13 turnovers in the first half. The South NBL game ended the game with 21, which is uncharacteristic for them, but maybe something that the Airs have in their game plan, throwing them off.
The Airs have been ruthless from the free throw line as well so far, shooting 4 from 4. Bulls, on the other hand, 3 from 6. So small things the Airs potentially doing just a little bit more accurate so far in this game in comparison to the Bulls. Bulls' top scorer is Hunter Sample with 5. Just looking for a little bit of rhythm.
And one player that's out today for the Bulls, Tai Pakorangi, is out with an ankle injury. He brings some of that size, that physicality, that would be a great matchup for the likes of Bailey and Samuel. So unfortunate that he's out of this game today for the Bulls. I told you, he's a man of the people.
He does it all. He gets the ball inbound, receives the pass as well. He's inside, into the paint, Anderson. Patient, waits for his opportunity.
Great little up fake, head fake, getting that defense in the air and finishing through the trees.
Airs up by 7. Adam looks for Cooper. Jordan Cooper tough shot. Can't convert.
Good defense and contest to get up on that. Saville with the extra pass.
Kelso, not quite. Perry with the rebound. Perry lays it off the board. That's some good hustle from Brody Perry.
Okay, Brody Perry, big body, board down low. Have another look at it. He's using his size, that brute strength over the back of Adam to pull that board in. And he'll be happy he's out on the floor with his brother. Corey Perry said he used to hate it as a youngster when they were growing up playing together, but as they've got older, it's now one of his favorite things. Tutor to Adam.
Maybe Adam in the paint. Spinning. Lays it off the left mid nicely.
Fortunate to get called for that travel there. Xavier Adams, someone that's still quite early in his pro career, spent some time over in the States. And I'll expect him to play a big role in the Sal's NBL game, depending on how Aaron Cook is looking or going.
Yeah, Aaron Cook Jr. Last we heard managing a hamstring injury, but Xavier Adam put into the Rapid League starting lineup, so potentially Cook Jr. might be back. It's off from beyond the arc. That'll help Franklin. It's Hunter Saville, racks up 8.
Second three-point make, and Bailey, big body down the lane.
Big body Bailey, and off the board. Oh, picked off there, yes. It's gonna fall for the airs. Laying it in off the board is Lyric Tuhaka.
That pass is too easy to read for this Airs squad.
Corner 3, they're starting to flow now for the Franklin Bulls. That's Kelso with a triple. Suddenly this game's tightened up. It's a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, with the Airs sitting in that zone, that's what they are choosing to give up, or an area that they are vulnerable in, is that 3-point line. Samuel looking to push pace.
Samuel, left, right, then left, then looks outside. Cooper, deep. Away to the left, Anderson with the rebound. Loses possession, manages to regather it. Looks to Perry. Pass deflected, and the Airs come up with it. Foul called, and Riley Tusa will head to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Started with a great deflection by Cooper, and Tuta's ability to just put that ball out and run after it is rewarded with a foul just then.
He wanted to head to the strike, but saying the foul was committed and you weren't putting up the shot at the time, so the inbound ball for the Airs.
Riley Tutor averages over 10 points per Rapid League game as we see Bailey.
Can't complete the layup. Anderson. Nicely laid in off the board that time from Alice Biggett.
Great take, and I like his thank you and appreciation to the point guard for putting that pocket pass on the money. Have another look at it. Because Bigger set such a good screen and was able to wipe that defense off, he was able to roll into space, and Saville put it on the money.
Full court press coming here from the Bulls, but they've opened up some space, and Bailey takes flight.
Too easy for Quinton Bailey, and that's the risk the Bulls took with that full court press.
Just opened up for him, didn't they? Perry brothers in action, but in fact they've lost it there.
Felt like the Barter card official had no choice but to call that intentional when all 5 Airs players made the same signal. How about that hustle from Tamatea, just getting after that, picking the pocket of Perry.
Riley Tudor nets the first.
Riley Tudor's Rapid League best was 20 points versus the Saints in round 6, and he's the second player after Quinton Bailey to reach the 200-point mark in this Rapid League.
He's got 8 now. Wowee. The alley-oop finished by Bailey.
Did he poke his tongue out at the end as well? Having fun out there.
Mandatory little pukana.
Quinton Bailey, very experienced in this league. Coming close to 150 Sal's NBL games.
Magic Fish is just sharing a conversation here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Having a Kit Kat, having a break. It's giving time for this DJ to get some more vibes going.
Hey, there's no trouble with that. This DJ, who is one of the most consistent performers in the NBL. He might be my MVP, actually, the Pukakoi DJ.
Yeah, the stockyards, where it's at, where it's going up.
Wait, is that him? Oh, well done, mate. You're doing a brilliant job. He can't hear me.
No, headphones are off and he's locked in with the crowd.
After all of that, Tomatia is going to shoot from free throws.
Okay, so Tudor must have taken the intentional, the technical free throws, and then Tamatia is taking his free throws. I'm assuming if the Bulls had 3, puts them in the bonus for Rapid League.
So 4 straight free throws, and they're going to get the ball in from the side of the court. So an opportunity here from the Airs to stretch this, and all the alley-oop is off the mark. Bailey potentially not expecting it there.
And right again, Tamatia right up, pressuring on defense. He's been locked in on both sides.
Perry looking outside. Finds Hughes. That's with Bigger. Now from beyond the arc, it will rim in and out. 10 on the clock. Oh, some more good defensive work from Corey Perry there. Tudor has to go all the way back. He's going to have to put up a shot. Does so from deep. So way to the right. That'll do us for the third quarter. But it is the Taranaki Airs nursing a 5-point lead, and they have the edge heading into this final quarter, Crystal.
Yeah, the Bulls started to get hot from 3 in that third quarter. They actually won it with 12 points to 8, but it was really that second quarter when they only put up 5 points that's kind of holding them back, and really was able to give the Airs a solid lead that they are holding on to.
Yeah, just to take you through the run of points in each quarter, 7 all in that first, but then that second quarter, Taranaki winning at 14-5. Franklin take the third 12-8, but still a 5-point gap. Having said that, they got hot from beyond the arc. Hunter Saville slotting from 3. Kelso had one as well. They clawed that gap back from 11 points to 3. It's now back out to 5. So they definitely fought back there. As you can see, the Tauihi Women's League schedule. Use that QR code on screen to find it out. You're going to be in action, Crystal?
Oh, I might be in action, Nathan. I might be. I'm not going to give any surprise away of where I'm going.
Well, is this breaking news?
Maybe.
Can you give us an exclusive for this game?
No, sorry. No,
okay.
I cannot.
I had to ask. I had to ask.
I am not a fan favorite.
Certainly not. The Airs get us underway in this fourth quarter. Jerome Tamatia. Riley Tudor waits for his opportunity. Samuel has a swing from the rim. and the foul is called.
They might have just stopped that going in as well. I thought it had a chance. But how about Tuda? The patience to stop on a dime inside, take that slow step to let the defender fly by and get himself to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. Speaking of Chemist Warehouse,
they are running the Hoops and Schools program. Auckland, Northland, Coromandel. It's your turn. Use that QR code on the screen to see if you can get some basketball hoops at your school.
If you have any friends or family in that area, send them a photo of that QR code. We need more hoops all around the Motu.
Bulls. Well, yes, thought they had another steal there through Lyric Tuhaka. Call for the foul. So the Airs have 8 steals so far in this game. It just speaks to their defensive effort. The Bulls have 2. It's so hard for the Bulls to consistently put up shots when the Airs continue to sneak the ball away. But there's a nice one from Anderson.
Anderson is an athlete and understands space well, sets up that spin perfectly. But Samuel baiting him for the foul on the other end. He'll take a trip to the Chemist Warehouse. And he hasn't scored yet this game.
I was about to say, he's yet to put up a bucket. No, from 3 from the field. His first free throw opportunities from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Lane Samuel was named as a Tall Black back in 2022. He's represented New Zealand in the under-19s and under-23 age groups. Was also named the 2020 South NZNBL Youth Player of the Year. Man, that has done it all on our shores.
He now has a point as the Bulls bring it back. Anderson. Spinning in the paint. Oh, beautiful. Zion Anderson has had a couple absolute gems in this game.
He has, and done it the same way, back to back. If they can't, got it, keep going to it.
Tamatia. Here come the Airs through Tuta. Samuel. Tuta's going to put up the 3 ball. Short. The offensive board though for Tuhaka. Spinning. Lays it in.
Making the most of that length advantage inside. The Bulls looking to push pace.
Saville into the paint, stepping and drawing contact. 6-point ball game. Bulls still definitely in this.
Hunter Saville taking a lot of contact on this drive. Stays with it. He had a 40-point game playing for Waikato, the under-18 Nationals, a year ago. So we know he has that scorer's mentality. Definitely hasn't backed down from a challenge all season.
Here's another couple. Here's bringing it back now. Tamatia, running point. Oh, the intercept. Bulls snatch one back through Kelso. Kelso to the rim, draws the foul, and one.
Kelso, great hands, almost like go-go gadget arms on the defensive side of the ball. Have a look at that steal, and then goes coast to coast, past all those white jerseys to the rim.
2-1, Kelso.
One-point ball game. The Taranaki Airs looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. The Bulls looking for their 4th win in their last 5 appearances.
That's a frustrating foul. You're on the Bulls' side. Pretty good defense. Forced him into a really uncomfortable position and spot. Just reaching in, bailing him out, and putting Adam to the free throw line for his first points of the game.
Real concerted effort from the kids here at the Bulls games to scream and put the opposition off. Go again. Not working on that occasion. Bulls with a chance to potentially level it here. Ball over the top to Bigger, back outside. Here's Hughes. Hughes finds Kelso and...
Called for the 3 seconds down low. Not sure if that was Bigger or Kelso, but it just felt like in that position it was going to be one pass too many. Passed up a few open looks and ran that shot clock all the way down the ears. We'll get it back.
Brought some real intensity on defense of the Airs this game. 1:43 on the clock. Airs on the verge. Their first win. 5 games.
Xavier Adam will set up this offense. High IQ point guard for the Airs.
Adam, ball over the top to Samuel. Samuel dominant in the paint, converts. 5 the difference now. Bulls need a bucket. 1:23 to go. Kelso spinning, losing control of the ball. Draws the foul.
Harry Kelso has gone 4 from 5 from the Chemist Warehouse line tonight. It's 9 points so far. And there's that QR code. Another chance for you to put that fan MVP vote in.
Converts, does Harrison Kelso. Moving into double digits for him. Here's Samuel. The difference is 3. Bucket here would be massive for the Airs. Samuel called for contact on Peyton Hughes.
Had to catch himself there. He could not believe it. But Peyton Hughes sold it.
What do you reckon?
Marginal. Is that a PC answer?
That is very, very conservative answer. Getting a bit of encouragement from Riri. The Bulls. Bigger. Ball snatched away by Tamatea, loses it out of bounds.
Tamatea has been impressive and his stats are showing on the offensive side of things, but his energy, the effort he's brought on the defensive side has really been noticeable for the Airs. The Barter card official making sure Tuta does not cross that line. If you're new to basketball, you have to act like it's a brick wall. You can't cross it.
Samuel over the top, nice pass. It's going to be a 3-ball put up, and not quite for Zion Anderson.
Good look for Zion Anderson. We know he can shoot the 3. And he is. A good job of contesting without fouling on that shot.
He's bringing it back. 38 to go. They'll be happy to wind down the clock. Adam. Tuta. Adam along the baseline. Coming up with his two-hucker, stripped away. Adam back to two-hucker again. Tamatea's there. Adam will put it up a 3rd time and bank it. Xavier Adam.
3rd time's the charm. Way to stick with it if you're the Airs. Anderson has it poked away and by none other than Tamatea.
The defensive hustle proving dividends again for the Airs, and this is a 2-possession game. Putting up the 3 ball, has to go, comes off the side of the backboard. Tamatea races away with it, down the other end of the court, finishes the job.
15 points for Tamatea, and this will be his Rapid League high. Coming into this game, his Rapid League high was 8 points versus the Phi. He's totally flipped the script today. Look at him out on the break and over the much bigger on that side of the ball.
Yeah, looks unlikely at this stage for the Bulls. Need 2 quick threes. He's come up with it. Oh, they lose it over the baseline, so we will have 1 more possession, but it is going to be a victory for the Taranaki Airs, snapping a 5-game losing streak. Jerome Tamatea starring with 15 points and a very strong defensive effort too.
Now remember, with this Rapid League, we've already seen the Tuatara named champions, but it's also that points differential, which is why we just saw the Bulls try call a last play in a last-second effort to get some more points on the board.
But there we have it. The Taranaki Airs take the victory in the Rapid League encounter, 42 points to 35. Tamatea 15 points, Tuta 8, Bailey 6. On the other side of things, Franklin Bulls, Harrison Kelso with 11, Hunter Saville with 10. You can see there for the points, Anderson had 8. He had some strong moments as well. Tamatea really proved the difference in this contest, Crystal.
Yeah, he did, and he did it in a range of ways, specifically on the defensive side of things. Really got himself going, brought a lot of energy, had 2 steals. That led to that offensive freedom. But another thing that the Airs had going for them today was those 2 big bodies inside, Quinton Bailey and Darnay Samuel. They really controlled the glass as we saw them with 4 and 3 rebounds leading that way. Zion Anderson and Bigger on the other side contributed for the Bulls. But I really think the physicality, that presence that they brought was a difference. And then if we have a look back on how the game unfolded, it was the second quarter for the Bulls where they only were able to put up 5 points that held them back in this match.
Let's go to a break, but stick with us on Sky Sport because there's plenty of action to come. The Bulls and the Airs going head-to-head in the Souths NBL, but it is Taranaki taking the lollies in the Rapid League contest. The Souths NBL Round 15 encounter coming up for you very shortly on Sky Sport. My name is Nathan Lim. Alongside me was Crystal Ledger-Walker. Stick with us, Sky Sport. The battle for player position is really starting to heat up in the NZNBL as we get towards the business end of the season. Both of the Franklin Bulls and the Taranaki Airs are still a chance to clinch 6th position, but we are getting into do or die territory now. The Bulls sitting 10th on the ladder with 5 wins, 12 losses. The Airs 8th with 6 wins and 12 losses, so very congested bottom half of the table. My name is Nathan Lim, alongside me is Tall Fern, Crystal Ledger Walker. Crystal, the table is so tight and we've got about 5 different teams competing for that 6th spot.
Yeah, how insane that we are at this time of the season and there's still a fighting chance for that many teams to get in on the playoffs. And it's all going down here tonight at the Stockyard. Who do you think will take this game? A lot of our fans thinking the Airs.
Yeah, don't forget you can use that QR code on screen and let us know who you think will take the lollies in tonight's contest. The magic number really for making the playoffs is 8 wins, right? So the Bulls, who have 3 games to go, including this, they can win all their games and still, even though they're 10th, they're second to last, they can still make the playoffs. The Airs need to win their last 2, but a loss for either team here means that the team is relying on other results to go their way and likely points percentage as well. So neither team wants to be in that position. This is playoff basketball effectively.
Right, too much calculations going on up top for me to figure that one out. But what I do know is whoever shows up here tonight and walks out with a W will be in a much better position than they are in right now. And the last time these two teams matched up, the Airs won by only 1 point, so I'm sure we're in for a goodie.
Yeah, that one back in April. Let's take a look at the ladder and also some fixtures to come over the next few days. But we'll start with the ladder, and we also had a pretty massive result in the terms of this top 4 just before, Crystal, with the Rams getting up over the Tuatara. The Tuatara having dropped a couple of games. They also lost to the Nuggets in the last week as well. So the Sharks sitting pretty there at the top of the ladder. Then the Tuatara and the Rams both level on 15 games apiece. The Saints there on 13 wins. That top 4 is locked in. It's just the dynamic of where teams finish. Then they've got the Nuggets and the Jets there crucially on 7 wins, so only just ahead of the 2 teams we've got playing this afternoon, the Bulls and the Airs. As we move towards the bottom half of the ladder, you can see there the Phi on 6 wins, the Airs on 6 wins, the Giants on 6 wins, the Bulls on 5, the Hawke's Bay Hawks are out of the picture on 3, but the Bulls down there in 10th can still win their last 3 and clinch 6th spot.
Yeah, they can, and they'll actually come up against the Jets next, and then they'll have to take on the Rams for their last couple games after this one. But when we're talking about playoffs and all these teams in the mix, it's also about getting on a roll at the right time of the season. Who can come in with momentum and have all their weapons firing at the right time?
Let's take a look at the fixtures over the next few days. The Phi hosting the Nuggets in Tauranga on Wednesday night. The Hawks are up against the Saints in Napier, the Jets and the Bulls. That's the crucial matchup really and what we're talking about here. That's in Palmerston North on Friday evening, and then Saturday afternoon contest 3 p.m. The Wellington Saints hosting the Southland Sharks. That's going to be a massive contest as well, 1 versus 4 as the ladder sits at the moment. We're going to take you through the team lineups and all the stats you need to know ahead of tip-off in tonight's fixture on Sunday. We are going to start with the Taranaki Airs. Brandon Stroud, Marcel Jones, Luca Vea, James Moores, Nico Hill. A slight tweak to the lineup we were expecting. We thought Xavier Adam was starting. Luca Vea instead gets elevated to the NZNBL lineup. You know,
and I'm not surprised by that change-up because he actually had a really great game the last time these two teams matched up. He had 15 points, 5 assists, 1 rebound, and 38 minutes of play. So clearly, the Airs coach going back to the last time these two teams played, saw his plus minus, saw his results, and has given him the start today.
And we caught up with the Airs coach, John White, just a few moments ago.
With Taranaki Airs head coach John White, and despite coming up slightly short on the opening round match against the Nelson Giants, with little room for error coming into this match, what do the Airs need to do to lift to get the win?
I mean, we weren't satisfied with our production the other night. We were offensively lacking. So tonight's about getting back to how we want to play offensively, a bit more free flowing, and hopefully, we can execute end of shot clock and get the job done.
The Bulls are always a bit of a threat on attack, especially the core trio of Carter, Boyd, Witts, who are responsible for most of their offensive production. How will the Airs look to limit that attack today?
Yeah, they're three talented guys, and obviously their first year in the league, their first year in the pros. We're going to try to exploit that and slow them down, make them think a little bit more. So hopefully take some a bit of disruption into the game defensively. And yeah, I guess the whole thing is to slow them down and limit their production, and hopefully make some other guys have to step up.
You slow them down. That's the message from Coach John White of the Taranaki Airs. Great to hear from him. Let's go through the Franklin Bulls lineup as well, and plenty of power here for Franklin. Jace Carter, such a threat around the rim. Darren Boyd, Carter Witt, Kale Robinson, and Dominique Kelman Porto. Who are the big names here? For me, Jace Carter's really standing out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of a three-headed bull when you think about this squad with those guards. Carter, he's the rebounding specialist. Boyd, late game, that ice in his veins type of guy. Shooter, got to watch him. And then Carter Witt, he's the floor general. He leads this team in the assist category. And then with Robinson, who can stretch the floor, and DKP, who has that passing vision, this is a dangerous squad to watch out for you're the Airs.
Jace Carter averaging 20.2 points, 10.9 rebounds per game, so a double-double threat consistently. We caught up with Bulls coach Dan Ryan just a few minutes ago. Let's hear from him.
All right, here with Bulls coach Dan Ryan. Great to have you here for the last home match of the season. And despite a run where the Bulls have been really in the thick of the action and coming off not quite with the right result, what are the key areas you've been working on to get the win tonight?
Yeah, we've had a really fun week, which I know sounds strange considering the fact that we haven't won a game in a while, but our group has come in to every training session with real competitive spirit and with focus, and everyone really wants to get better, and so it's been a great week. That guarantees you nothing against a really good team like Taranaki, but as for as strange as it sounds, we're actually really happy with the week we've just had and are looking forward to the final stretch of the season.
Still right in the thick of the mix for the NZNBL, that's for sure. So turning the focus now to the opponents, Taranaki Airs, what aspects of their attack are you most concerned with, and what can you match with them to get the win?
Yeah, the first thing with them is you have to match their energy and their competitiveness. They play incredibly tough. They're one of the better defensive sides in the league. And then offensively, they've got guys that can really get downhill and get into the paint. They've got guys that can really pass, and they've got shooters all over the floor. So we haven't been our best defensively in a while, and to even have a chance against a really good team like Taranaki, we've got to be really solid on defense.
Great to hear from Dan Ryan there. It's good they're still having fun. They're having a good week, which is not necessarily the norm when you've lost your last 5.
No, but when coming into the season, speaking to Dan Ryan right across the course of this year, he's been preaching on the fact that this is a young squad. Outside of DKP, everybody is under 25 years. So they are young, they are investing in their future and that culture piece of this franchise.
Yeah, the Bulls coming off a 92-88 loss against the Nuggets. But let's take a look at some Chemist Warehouse stats. You can see there the Bulls putting up nearly 90 a game, but conceding 95. I suppose, and that's, 9th best in the league. The Airs, bit tighter defensively, 6th in the league, 90.1 points per game, 83.2 points per game scoring, though, which is down in 11th. They're last. They're struggling, I suppose, to get going offensively. Crystal, if you look at that key player matchup, James Moore's Jace Carter, both two-way players, threat around the board. What's either player got to do to get the edge? Yeah,
both of those players really mobile. James Moore's more of that centre, has a lot of height, but his ability to run the floor is what makes him special. And then Jace Carter, his athleticism, the quickness he has to spring up and pull in boards. Offensive rebounds is where you will need to shut Jace Carter down. I'm sure the Airs have that on their scout. And that one and only W you saw on the screen for the Airs came way back versus the Hawks when they got their lone win.
Yeah, both of those players averaging double-doubles. James Moore's averaging 15.8 points, 10.4 rebounds. And as I mentioned before, Jace Carter, 20.2 points and 10.9 rebounds. You can see there, your shout vote is definitely up, and unsurprising too. Bulls have lost their last 5, but the Airs, they've lost 4 of their last 5. They're coming off a 98-73 loss, a heavy loss really, against the Giants, in which Stroud put up 28, Moore's had 14 and 16 rebounds. Talking about how dominant he is around the board. It wasn't a loss, but putting up 16 rebounds is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, That was a great game that he had. But we also need to mention for this Airs squad, they're going to be without Aaron Cook, who's with a hamstring injury. That point guard, that floor general, we'll see who can step up for the Airs in that space. We already heard Coach John White speak about them needing to finish plays, finish at the end of the shot clock. Who will take the lead in that sense is still yet to be determined. But Stroud, you're right, coming off a great game. He had 28 points. He did not play against the Bulls in this matchup, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes against these three really tough guards. Him and James Moores both joined this Airs squad late.
Brandon Stroud averaging 16 points, 5.4 rebounds, 4.5 assists. As you mentioned, they're missing Aaron Cook Jr. So that is a big loss for the Airs. Hamstring injury there. Bulls, they're leading the league in offensive rebounds. They average 13.7 per game and 35% on offensive rebound 35% of the time when they put up shots. The Airs have struggled around the board. Are they too reliant on James Moores? We talked about how dominant James Moores is, but do they actually need other players to step up and help him?
Yeah, absolutely they do. If we go back to some of those stats, best, worst teams in the league, you just said the Bulls, the first best offensive rebounding in this league. The Airs, they're the second worst rebounding team. So definitely a game to watch within the game today on the glass.
Yes, they do lead the league in steals. Actually, we saw that from the Rapid League contest as well earlier, where they put up five steals by sort of half-time, I think it was, and they lead the league overall, averaging 9.2 per game. So although they've struggled around the board, in a way they kind of make up for it partially in the fact that they can get turnovers.
Right, they get it back, and that is another stat that's going to be key in this matchup. The last time these two teams played, the Franklin Bulls turned the ball over 21 times. They had 13 turnovers in the first half, and Carter Witt, who leads the league in assists, actually had some trouble ball handling. He had 6 turnovers in the first half, so that's another thing for us to watch for, is if they can look after the ball and kind of keep the Airs from getting those steals and getting out running on the break.
Match officials for tonight's game, which popped up just before, Ryan Jones, Sam McFadgen and Weejay Manigo. Just a few moments away from tip-off here. In fact, it's Ben McLaughlin, pardon me, not Weejay. As both of these teams just sort of wrap up preparations a few minutes away from tip-off, and it was a massive win just before, we mentioned, for the Canterbury Rams, which pushed them level with the Auckland Tuatara. They looked mid-season, the Tuatara, like they were running away really at the top of the ladder. They led the Rapid League ladder, they led the South NBL ladder at the same time. We know that they've been crowned Rapid League champions, the Tuatara, with a handful of games to go. Are we seeing some jitters late from this Auckland Tuatara side, which looked so dominant the whole season?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We know that Rob Lowe has been out, with injury the past few weeks, so bringing him back in the mix, when you have players coming and going, I think that's always, adds a challenge for a team, those adjustments. But I'm sure they'll be kind of thankful that that loss is coming now, not in the playoffs, where it really is do or die. But shout out to the Tuatara, who were crowned Rapid League champions. Great achievement for them. And who did my cousin dirty? Josh Ledger in that poster. Not sure. I'm sure he'll let me know. That was a league
on
thing.
Instagram.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, they just chose not a great photo of him.
Yeah, we have to pull that one up. But yeah, the Auckland Tuatara, 3 wins ahead of the Tauranga Whai, who were second place. We're already wrapping up the Rapid League title. It's hush falls around the stockyard in Pukukoi. Music starts to go. We're just a minute or two away from tip-off and getting underway in this contest.
Okay, now we spoke about matchups, who to watch for. James Moores, Jace Carter were in that. But how about also Dane Samuel coming off the bench for DKP? He's probably one of the only bigs that can truly match DKP's physicality, that brute strength in size. So it'll be interesting to see the difference that he can make when he gets on the floor off the bench.
Certainly will. We mentioned before the Airs without Aaron Cook Jr. at the moment due to a hamstring injury. How big of a blow is that, and who has to step up in his absence?
It is just over 14 points, just under 7 assists and 3 rebounds worth of a blow having Aaron Cook out. That's what he usually averages for this side, but it's also the leadership, his ability to change the pace and tempo of a game. Xavier Adam will be expected to do that off the bench as well in that point guard position. But the Airs choosing to go with a longer lineup to start this game.
The Bulls in black, white and yellow. The Airs in predominantly white. And it is the Bulls who pull it in. And we are underway through Boyd. Stolen, picked off immediately by the Airs. There's Stroud on a run all the way to the rim. Can't finish it off, but did draw the contact.
We've got Boyd for the block, and Boyd, the most chill face, doesn't like the call.
Stroud doesn't like the fact that the layup didn't go in. He's still looking at the hoop like, are we sure that hoop's on right? No, something definitely wrong with it. Stroud get things underway here for the Airs. No, misses both free throws. So, not an accurate start there for Brandon Stroud.
That's one thing the Airs have struggled with all season. They're the worst free throw shooting team in the league. Jace Carter does not take the outside shot, gets it done in the paint, and everyone at the stockyard can take a seat.
Jace Carter getting things underway. Yeah, the Airs shooting at 62% from the free throw line. That is the worst in the league. The Bulls are actually second worst at 67%. Airs will get the ball back here. Here is Stroud. Nico Hill. Pass is deflected, but he gets it back. Will shoot the deep three. Nico Hill won't go, and Kelman Poto with the rebound.
Nico Hill joined this Airs squad late. He's played 6 games, had 3 starts. This will be his 7th this season for the Airs. DKP, ISO ball, down low.
Well, the first one doesn't go, gets the offensive board. The second one doesn't go. Do they get the offensive board again? Not quite the Bulls. Stroud bringing it back up the court for the Airs. Looks outside. Uncontested 3, goes a little bit too far there. For Jones.
Marcel Jones, no stranger to these hoops, was a Bull a year ago.
Boyd receives the pass from Witt. DKP offloads to Witt. Witt with a channel up to the rim.
That's what happens when you're aggressive out denying those passing lanes. That flash gave it back, and Boyd gets another look.
Wow, that would have been a dagger. Suddenly going up 7-0.
This Bulls bench is loving it. Told to sit down by the Bartica officials.
Is that right? Are you not like? Can they just tell you to sit down? You're not supposed to get up.
No, no. Unless you're the coach, you're the only one that I think can officially stand. But hey, don't quiz me too much on air like that.
You're going to get some texts soon.
Yeah, I will.
No, that's not right, Crystal. Brandon Stroud, he's not happy early in this game.
We saw it last game. He has to kind of take on a new role with Aaron Cook out, that point guard position. There we just see him initiating the break and potentially frustrated that he won't pick up that assist.
John White just taking a moment. Calm everything down. Look Avea there.
See an early rotation of Riley Tuta in the mix. He was another one that had a really good game the last time these two teams matched up. He had 3 threes off the bench.
Tauihi basketball schedule for later in the year is out. Use that QR code on the screen and figure out when your team's playing. My co-commentator, Crystal Ledger-Walker, may or may not be playing. She won't tell me.
Breaking news soon.
Breaking news soon. But for now, we'll be kept in suspense.
One player that I can absolutely shout out, though, is Zion Anderson's sister, Asia Anderson, who I'm sure will be back with the Northern Kahu. She's been in the league since it started. And also getting ready for the Commonwealth Games. Good luck to her and the 3-on-3 girls, or 3-on-3 tall ferns, should I say, getting ready for that.
Yeah, the Commonwealth Games underway this week, this coming week. Plenty of Kiwis in action. Witt gets into the paint, throws a ball that's picked off by Stroud. Stroud, can he get to the rim and finish this time? No. Gets the contact, he's still not happy.
I think they called him for the charge, the push-off with that opposite arm. Have another look, just that right hand extending.
On Boyd.
He wasn't going to get caught twice.
Visibly frustrated in the opening minutes, Brandon Stroud. Boyd finds Robinson. Carter, back to Boyd. Stroud's going hard on defense on him. Carter, not quite. Vale with the rebound.
The Airs doing a great job defensively to fight through screens and not have to switch and give up a mismatch.
Tuta over the top and laying it. No, not laying it in. It was James Moores. Thought for all money he'd finish that one off. The Airs still without a bucket. Robinson goes back for it. White. Banks it. 6-0.
Gets the switch on the big. Uses change pace to blow by.
They'll have a go from beyond the arc. Air ball from the Taranaki Airs. Boyd comes up with it. Carter Witt. Kelman Poto finds Boyd. Mid-range 2. It's no good. Moores with the rebound.
Great positioning by Moores. Down low, and the Bartercard official stopping the play for Cal Robinson, who appears to be injured.
Just looks like he's limping slightly as he makes his way over to the bench. Hopefully not too serious.
That's very kind of the Bartercard officials to stop the play and let them make a substitution.
Yeah, I don't know if Brandon Stroud was particularly impressed. Will be inbound ball from the baseline anyway. Vaya. Stroud is double teamed, bit of space now for Luka Vaya. Moves into the paint, ball stripped away.
Wants the call on the arm.
Taranaki looking for their first bucket. Oh dear.
Brian Jones is not playing that. It's called for the moving screen, too aggressive.
So the hosts get the ball back. Kelso is on the court. Rapid League player. Carter Witt. Carter Witt gets into the paint, looks outside. Ball goes up now from the Bulls, and slotting it is Peyton Hughes.
Way to step on the court and do exactly what they want you to do. Peyton Hughes, known for his shooting.
Rane Samuel floats it up. He's off the mark. Taranaki give it up again on the transition now. Hughes, but back-to-back threes won't go. Moores with the rebound.
Good look by the Bulls. And they are dogging Stroud full court right now.
The layup doesn't go again, and the Airs cannot catch a break.
Let's see if he gets these ones to go. He's already taken a trip here and missed twice. And Xavier Adam will make his way on court. Smart sub by the ears because Stroud is doing it all right now in terms of bringing the ball up the court against some tough Bulls full court defense and taking a lot of contact around the rim as well.
No! Getting wound up by the announcer as well. Another miss. Samuel with the rebound, lays it in off the board. And Brandon Stroud will breathe a sigh of relief.
Yes, he will. He'll say, that's exactly how I planned it. Missed it for my big man to go get a rebound. Have another look. Dane Samuel, strength, size, and the flex to finish it off. Knew he wouldn't be on the bench for very long.
Taranaki are off the mark. 9-3. Carter Witt into the paint, spinning, looks outside. Carter. Not quite. Stroud with the rebound. Little tip, gets the shoulder going on Kelso.
Stroud just playing through that contact. Kelso trying to pick up full court, but Stroud knows how to use his body, get under those defensive arms.
What can they conjure up here, the ears? Here's James Moores looking to impose himself on the contest. His layup's no good. Witt driving into Stroud, who's pinched the ball. Free ball for the ears. Need this. Slots it.
Righty, Tudor likes that. Says, we're good, boys. I got us. 1 from 2 from outside. Riley Tudor off the bench, has 3 points to his name.
The Ears have been able to get to the board quite a lot, but just have not been able to convert on any layups. Jones 0 from 1, Vaya 0 from 1, Moores 0 from 1, Nico Hill 0 from 1, Dane Samuel 1 from 2, Riley Tusa 0 from 1. And just the 3 ball there at the end from Tuta. Just struggling for consistency.
Yeah, they are right now. Have brought a few in off the bench early into this matchup. It's a hard place to play, the Stockyard. Really intimate. Can hear everyone. We've heard the MC giving it to the players, the fans, I'm sure, getting in amongst the two. Something you can get in on at home is that fan MVP vote. Who would your MVP pick be, Nathan?
Well, I'm going to go with Elijah Pepper. Pretty easy one, given he's...
What a bandwagoner.
Oh, I know. But yeah, it's a difficult bandwagon to resist, given the amount of points he's put up and with the consistency that we've seen as well. Shane Gatling would be another hot favourite, given he's had the highest score this season. What about you?
And I feel all of those options. I'm going for the New Zealander, Taylor Brett, that one we just saw on your screen. He's always a favourite for me out of that point guard position.
Carter Witt looks into the corner, but it's been picked off by Samuel. Dane Samuel trying to impose himself on the game. Looks outside. Spinning all the way to the rim. Beautiful move from Dane Samuel along the baseline, and one.
How pretty is that move? Nice spin going middle, really uses the defender's body. Have another look at it. Gets him to bite one way, spins the other. One comes and help, does not matter. Dane Samuel to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line, bringing it back for his squad.
We saw him sort of quite struggled to get going during the Rapid League contest, but he started the Souths NBL match. Good form. Gears go up, but Samuel not wavering from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, and the difference is 2. The Airs have brought it back.
Quinton Bailey in the game. Those two, him and Samuel, really the dominating force in that Rapid League matchup. They'll be nice and warm coming into this.
Well, to keep the ball in, a shot from the outside. The Bulls are back under the way through Carl Robinson.
The shooters waking up for the Bulls. Peyton Hughes and Robinson stretching it out. Have another look at this delivery from Boyd to a shooter. Robinson in the corner right in front of the bench. They love it.
Back familiar territory here, first round, shooting.
Okay, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. It definitely wasn't in a technical or foul like that. Yep, there we go. That replay, Zone Anderson called for the foul. And Stroud is struggling from the Chemist Warehouse right now.
He's 0-5 and makes it 1-6.
I did that on purpose so to make
1-5.
it reverse commentators curse that doesn't exist.
What do you mean? It definitely exists. We just saw it in action there. Brandon Stroud's underway. He's had a couple of nice steals and has really been doing the bulk of the work. Oh dear, pass going into the backcourt there for the Bulls.
Hunter Saville getting the early nod, checking in to this game. Carter Witt will take a seat with those 3 turnovers. We already mentioned it early. You're in this call, but he had 6 turnovers in the half the last time these two teams matched up. So we'll have another look at the game from the bench.
Xavier Adam flings the ball over to the left and knocking it down from beyond the arc for the Airs there.
Nico Hill just needed another look at it. Missed one from that spot earlier. Does not make the same mistake twice.
BKT. Short on the reply 3 there from Saville, who was very strong. Was pretty strong in the NBL game as well. Tamatia was particularly impressive for the Airs, who will have the ball back, just trailing by 1 now.
Hunter Saville shoots a 3-ball at just under 53%, so the shot is very much in his wheelhouse.
Balda.
Excuse
me.
Carl Robinson did a good job of getting through that screen, but asking his guard to talk about it. Almost got done, and that would have been a good look for the Airs had that pass connected.
Inbound for the Airs. Bailey floats it up.
Quinton Bailey, the absolute glue guy for this Airs squad and leader in the captaincy role. So good in the paint.
Delman Porto in the paint, spinning, looks outside. They'll put up the shot from 3, and it is too far.
Darian Boyd still looking for his first points in this game, is the leading scorer for the Bulls with 21 points per game.
Adam. Hill into the paint. Nice from Nico Hill, back-to-back buckets.
Nico Hill, an absolute scorer. Can get it done from all 3 levels.
Saville finds Kelvin Porto. Boyd fires the ball looking for Robinson in the corner and is off the mark.
But officials will want to talk about this. But the Airs playing lockdown defense right now. on this Bulls side.
Well, they really struggled to get going the Airs, but now out to a 5-point lead, trailed 7-0. Incredible turnaround. Calvin Totov floats it in from along the baseline.
Yeah, we heard Coach John White in that pre-game interview say he was going to mix things up defensively. He knows this is an inexperienced Bulls squad in terms of pro seasons under their belt.
Adam over the top, Samuel spinning in the paint, looks outside, Hill, bang! Nico Hill!
Cha-ching, gets it from the same spot again. Is that a sweet spot?
Corner three for Robinson. No good. Bailey with the rebound. Here's trying to take control late in this quarter. Samuel thinks about it, drives into the paint, tries to float the ball up to Bailey, but got a bit of a push in the back there from Kelman Toto.
Little two-game action between Bailey and Samuel. They have a great connection going in terms of seeing each other from that high-low spot. This time Samuel gets the kick out. Unselfishly was going to give it back. Could have taken that shot himself. But Bailey will settle for the points from the Chemist Warehouse.
Here we go. Once again, let's get those feet stamping. Yeah,
Gwyneth Bailey shows his teammates how it's done from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He is up by 8. Firing the pass into Robinson along the baseline. DKP manages to come up with the offensive board. Behind the back, looking for an option. Boyd outside to Robinson. Robinson fakes, gets into the paint. And the foul is called.
Started with DKP's flashy handle. Had everyone feeling good out there. Little in out, little behind the back, through the legs, you name it, he did it. And Robinson able to get the defense in a scramble and drive by on the closeout. There's that fancy handling we spoke about. Robinson able to finish the job, drawing the blocking foul out of Nico Hill.
First free throw rims out from Cal Robinson. 5.3 on the clock, to cut the lead to 7. Does so.
Cal Robinson, local from Waikato out of St. John's High School, as we see Quinton Bailey initiate the break.
Deep from Adam. Won't go. And the Airs storm back into the contest. Trailed 7-0 early, but finished the first quarter up 7, 22-15. We'll go to a short break here on Sky Sport. Back with second quarter action in just a few moments. The Taranaki Airs have stormed back into this contest, trailed 7-0 early on, but lead after first quarter time, 22-15. Some good injection from their bench. The likes of Quinton Bailey, Riley Tuta getting involved. Dane Samuel's been particularly impressive. You know what else is impressive? That large cupped pepperoni pizza from Sal's, $35. Use that online code Sal's Cup 26. Valid until Tuesday. It's Sunday evening. Set yourself up for a big week with some carbs. We're back underway, and Taranaki will head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Sorry to leave you hanging there, Nathan. I was just waiting to see what unfolded with that play. Thought that was going to be a steal for the Bulls, but the risk did not pay off their way.
Gavea gets the scoring underway in the second quarter. Two from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Here's the lowest scoring percentage in the league, just 62% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe heading into this game. But just in the last few minutes have very accurate. Bulls back in possession, trailing by 9. Boyd to the rim, but crowded there. James Moore's getting up and disrupting.
This is defense right now, really suffocating. They're doing a great job of showing a lot of attention to the ball, making those driving lanes look real small.
Into the paint. James Moore's showing his class at both ends of the court.
The length for the Airs right now working both ways, clogging up the paint on this side of things and dominating at the rim on the other.
Carter Witt finds himself unmarked in the circle, and his attempt is not converted. Airs will get the ball back.
Airs have really disrupted Carter Witt's game. He's got 3 turnovers. He averages close to 10 assists.
Stroud bringing the ball back up the court. Fires a pass out to Hill. Nico Hill got hot in that first quarter. They get the offensive board, and laying it in there, completing the play is Marcel Jones, who gets his first points of the evening.
Marcel Jones, one of the most well-traveled players in this league, gets the finish.
A reply from beyond the arc from Witt won't go. Bulls get the offensive board. Witt into the corner. No good there from Saville. Jones to the rim. Gets his second bucket, and the bench love it.
4 quick points by Jones. And that's what you give out when you take those corner threes, the leak out. Jones busting out on the break for the easy same foot, same hand finish.
Well, the Taranaki Airs have started this second quarter hot on an 8-0 run. Of course, came back from 7-0 down to lead at the end of the first quarter, 22-15. And have not looked back after a slow start. What have they done to change things up? Did they just need a bucket to sink, and then the nerves sort of settle and they get into the rhythm of the game?
I think defensively is what's bringing it for them right now. Their ability to get stops, to disrupt, to contest, to make the Bulls have hard looks, pull in that rebound and get out running, as we just saw then. But we've seen this throughout the season. The Franklin Bulls, when they have come up against really long length, have struggled because they're so dominant from those 3 guard positions with Jace Carter, Carter Witt and Boyd. When they come up against that length like the Manawatu Jets, we've seen them struggle, you know, throughout the season with trying to find gaps in different ways to get in.
Be interesting to see what changes potentially Dan Ryan can make to try and upset this rhythm Taranaki Airs team is in. Saville to restart proceedings. Carter Witt. Saville, DKP. looking outside. Carter, oh my goodness. Finds himself on the floor. Not afraid of the contact as Carter. And I think he'll be heading to the Chemist Warehouse stripe there.
That'll be Nico Hill's second. Have another look. It's that quick rip. Straight at the hip of Nico Hill. Not much Nico Hill could have done there. Was standing still and solid, but didn't take it through the middle. So that's why he'll get whistled for the foul.
Don't forget, every made free throw this season contributing to Chemist Warehouse Hoops in Schools program. Auckland, Northland, Coromandel, it's your turn. So to find out more, use that QR code on screen and see if you can get some basketball hoops at your school. Carter converts the first.
See how you compare your free throw shooting to some of these guys out on the court today.
Second one rims out as Witt having a go from beyond the arc. Almost a 4-point play there. Moores gets into the contact with Dominic Kelman-Poto, and the Bulls coming up with it. Boyd almost falls over the baseline, fires the ball back to Saville. Carter, no good. Orders being shouted there. There's offense as Moores cops a bit of contact there from Saville.
Saville late on the help side rotation, but does a good job of not letting Moores get an easy look around the rim. He's at 67% free throw shooter, and potentially Saville knows that this is the worst free throw shooting team in the comp, so make him earn it at the Chemist Warehouse stripe instead.
Giving away a fair amount of height to James Moores there as well, so it's good courage.
Let's get those feet stamping if you're in one of the gold seats. Here we go.
James Moores listed as 6'10". The biggest player out on the floor right now.
$16 the difference. Bulls looking for a way back into this contest. Deep three from Boyd. Looked good. Rim out. Stroud with the rebound. Fires a long pass over. And Tuta to the rim.
Taranaki is doing a great job of pushing the pace in trans.
Oh my goodness me! Jace Carter!
When you're trying to get a comeback, that is the way to do it. Put an exclamation point on it by Jace Carter.
Well, I'm in shock. No time to think about it, though, because meanwhile, up the other end, Marcel Jones racks up 7. Carter, look out, to the rim. Moores doing well to get up and defend there. He was bearing down on that rim.
Great take by Jace Carter, but you know what's really concerning with that call? Wait, did he call that on Stroud? Let's have another look at the
Bang!
throwdown.
Oh, the disrespect.
Here's a look at this foul that we're talking about. Question is if it was on Stroud or Jones. If it was on Stroud, that's his second personal. He'll join Nico Hill in that category. Now, it's never good to have, you know, 2 fouls in the first half. Most coaches don't take the risk. But without Aaron Cook tonight for the Ears, not sure John White will take that risk with Stroud.
18 points the difference. And oh, another steal. The Bulls come up with it. Carter! Oh, no! Kelman-Poto put up a 3-ball. Oh, my goodness me. Jace Carter, well, that would have been one of the season highlights.
Absolutely would have. Now, that's something else about this Bull squad. Because they are young, when they do have highlight plays like this, they are big for their energy. Look at him fly through the air. I'm not sure if it counts if it as backcourt if it comes off the rim. It goes all the way back.
Stroud fires a pass, and next one's deflected by Witt. Pass from Tuta. Boy, oh boy. I'll tell you what, these are two teams really scrapping for their spot in the top 6. Bulls are 10th on the ladder, Airs 8th, but no shortage of excitement in this contest. Deep 3 now, Jones feeling himself. That one doesn't fall for him. Witt. Bulls would love to go on a bit of a run. Calvin Portal converts.
Calvin Portal, once again, that IQ really showing his ability to know passing angles where he wants it received from. Stroud can't get it through the crowd.
Found a lane, it was a good look. Calvin Portal from 3. Off the back of the rim. Here's bring it back. Fast paced game this. Jones over the top to Moores. Adams there, looks to Stroud. Five on the shot clock. Moores' shot is short, potentially had an extra second there. The crowd might have been tricking him.
Hey, that's why you want that home court advantage. Robinson did a good job of winning the low man battle.
Pass to Witt on the baseline, but it was Adam there sort of hitting the deck.
Yeah, Cal Robinson trying to post him up, really swam to get through, get that front side seal, and forced Xavier Adam out on the base. But even that action was able to open up the paint for that back cut.
Adam in possession, fires a pass into the corner. Stroud looking to get to the rim. Still the layup won't fall for him, and he looks to the heavens. He's convinced there's something wrong with the hoop. What is it, he's thinking? Hey, Samuel's giving him some help. He's like, no, the hoop's there, mate.
You can do it, you can do it.
Do you think that's what he was saying?
Let's see if they can make friends on this one.
Oh, this MC.
He's still baiting him, eh? He's shaking his head.
So is this man. To the line, let's make some noise.
Jace Carter. Now, was that his 3rd personal foul? So that is a blow for the Bulls, especially when they're trying to make a comeback right now.
As we've saw in the second half of the first quarter, he is now going to their bench.
Yeah, that is 3 on Jace Carter.
Samuel's on. Bailey. 3 ball. Won't fall there for Saville. He's bringing it back. Stroud. Bailey. Disrupted there by Robinson and Bigger.
Good defense by the Bulls in the airs. That offense just compacting, not much space for the big man Quinton Bailey to work with inside.
Boyd, Robinson. Boyd puts up the corner 3. Bang! Darren Boyd. That's his first bucket.
Crazy stuff. The Bulls will be happy. He's got his name on the scoreboard finally. So we have another look at Stroud.
Samuel into the paint. Tuta. Floats it up and converts Riley Tuta.
Nice patience down low, little ball fake to get all the defense to bite. No one standing in his way of the basket. The Bulls straight back to this Iverson action.
Nice pass there to Bigger and Bigger. Just waits for his moment.
Ellis Bigger, the New Zealand-born centre out of Australia. DP for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. He's there with coach Dan Ryan.
Stroud trips, but he found Samuel. Samuel getting the shoulder going and lays it in.
He has a bruising interior presence.
That's a great adjective.
Thank you. Crimson Bailey, get that soft sauce out of here.
Oh, Samuel lays it in as well. Back-to-back buckets for him. Keeping the pressure on these Franklin Bulls to continue to convert up the other end. Otherwise, this lead is going to balloon out even more. It's 17.
Smart early seal and positioning from the big man, Boyd.
Gets to the rim and is fouled. Kieran Boyd, who got off the mark with a corner three just a few moments ago. No points in that first quarter.
It's really impressive about all three of these Bulls imports. It's just the skill packages they've come over with, that low pickup, the different variations they have to get into finishes around the rim, the patience, just their ability to do it from all different spots on the floor as well.
Luka Vea checks back in for Taranaki.
Yeah, we just saw Tamatea on your screen as well. He was definitely the MVP for Rapid.
Certainly was. 15, I think he had. Samuel. Adam. Oh, nice ball! And the slam from Bailey.
Great cut from Bailey, slippery along that base. But can we give some credit to Xavier Adam, who has had this ball flying all around the gym tonight.
Dime there from Adam. Boyd looks outside. Witt finds a lane and Carter Witt!
He is the most cool, calm and collected player on this Franklin Bulls squad. And I did not know he had that in his bag.
If your name's Carter, first or last, you're just automatically good at sport. Vea into the paint. We've seen dunks from Carter Witt and Jace Carter, and me oh my, providing a bit of energy. Here he is again, outside to Robinson. Robinson, not quite. Oh, great hustle to keep it in there. Boyd, he's short.
You can just feel the energy lift for the Bulls right from that play, from those hype, those highlight moments. They feed off it.
Vea. We're about the Chemist Warehouse stripe. A little too much on that.
They are trying to get going late in this first half.
5 to go. Carter Witt. Boyd, no good. But the Taranaki Airs will head into half-time, having built a commanding 17-point lead. Let's take another look at this slam. Bang goes Carter Witt. Oh,
so
yeah.
nice. Let's get it from all the angles. Carter Witt.
Certainly does. Let's go to a quick break. We'll be back with the halftime stats in just a few moments. 49-32, the Airs leading the Bulls. My name's Nathan Lim, alongside me, Crystal Ledger Walker.
need to lock in and be ready for the second half very soon.
Well, the Taranaki Airs took almost 5 minutes to get their first point, but they have stormed back into this game, leading 49-32 by halftime. My name's Nathan Lim, alongside me, Torford, Crystal Ledger-Walker. Crystal, we're going to go through a few of the stats from the game so far, but the Airs really started to get going offensively in this game.
Yeah, they did, and it came from the bench. Dane Samuel, he had 10 points in that first half. Riley Tuta, also off the bench, had 7, and Quinton Bailey with 6. Nico Hill chipping in 8. He had a couple big three-pointers to tick his score up to that. And Carter Witt leading the way for the Bulls. He's had 3 turnovers, but they've brought Hunter Saville in to help relieve some of that point guard pressure, and that's opened him up to do some things that we just saw earlier before the break happened. That big dunk, getting off the ball, playing on the wing, and then we see the rebounding count as well. Jace Carter leading that way with 6 rebounds. Something to keep an eye on, though, with him. He does have 3 personal fouls. How will that affect the rest of the game in terms of how aggressive he can be on both sides of the floor? Now we see Bigger leading the way with 2 blocks.
Yeah, 17-point difference, so a long way back for the Bulls, but I've seen a couple eye-catching dunks from Jace Carter and Carter Witt, which has really got the energy of the crowd back into it. So plenty of action to come as these two teams battle for 6th spot. Remember, the loser of this contest is really on the outer in terms of trying to get into the playoffs, relying on other results. This is do or die basketball, and Taranaki in a commanding position, leading 49-32. Back in a few moments. The Taranaki Airs have built a commanding 17-point lead, but that's not stopping the local Franklin Bulls fans getting stuck into the dancing. 49-32 is the scoreline after 2 quarters. The Airs struggled initially to get going in the contest offensively, but since then have stormed back into it. My name is Nathan Lim, alongside me is Torfin Crystal Ledger Walker. Crystal, from what you're seeing on the floor in terms of the pace of the game, the movement of the ball, what is the difference between these two teams at the moment?
Yeah, right now the Taranaki Airs are just able to put the ball in the hoop a lot more than the Bulls. The Bulls' defense is what's been disappointing for me to start that first half. And the Airs, on their defensive side of things, they've really done a good job of mixing it up, playing in passing lanes, being aggressive at the right times, and keeping the key people out of the game for the Bulls. And I'm talking about that 3-headed monster in the imports that they've got.
You can see from the Your Shout, if you want to get involved and have your say, use that QR code on the screen. The Airs 77% of the vote thus far, and this is not what we're expecting usually from the Airs in terms of the volume of points, because they are last in the league for scoring. They've only been averaging 83.2 per game, and they put up nearly 50 in 2 quarters, so that's been really impressive. The Bulls, though, they concede 95 a game. They're 9th in terms of points conceded, and I suppose you mentioned about that defense. What do the Bulls really have to focus in on? What do you think their coach should be talking to them at halftime?
Yeah, they'll be talking about looking after the ball, not giving live ball turnovers, which lets the Airs leak out, get those fast break points, and just getting through their sets, looking after the ball, coming to it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what adjustments Dan Ryan would have made in that halftime break. I know they put in new offenses halfway through their season, but really trying to find that flow has been a problem for them all year long.
Yeah, Brandon Stroud stepping up, I suppose, is more of a facilitator, with Aaron Cook Jr. out with a hamstring injury. He struggled, I suppose, initially at the free throw line, and to get his layups to fall off the board. He's got 3 points so far for the contest, but Darnay Samuel's really been the highlight, shooting 4 from 5 from the field so far. He's got 10 points, and he's been a dominant physical presence around the board that the Franklin Bulls have kind of struggled to contain.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if the Bulls mix things up, if they, maybe go to a zone or look to double the likes of Samuel, as we just see there. But it's just as smart. It's like, look at that, running the floor nice and early, sealing the smaller guard on his back, being a big target to hit down low. That is absolutely what has been working for the Airs.
We mentioned that potentially Brandon Stroud was struggling with the scoring, but he has put up 4 assists. We saw a couple of them just there in that replays of Darnay Samuel's points, and he's put up 5 rebounds as well. So doing work in other areas, Brandon Stroud.
Yeah, absolutely, and got 3 steals to add into that stat line too, really getting in those passing lanes. He's playing the backside of the defense, but really active, moving off the ball, plugging gaps.
Jace Carter, 6 points, 6 rebounds, been productive around the ball, but he's sitting on those 3 personal fouls. How do coaches generally approach the personal foul situation when you've got 3 out of 5 of them used up by halftime?
Right, it's a tough one, because not only can he not be so aggressive on the defensive end, but the other team knows he's sitting on 3, so they're going to go at him. They know he can't really challenge, can't match that physicality, so potentially a talking point for the Airs as well.
Back underway in the 3rd quarter, and here is that man Carter, not afraid to go to the rim with ball in hand, and gets the Bulls off to a good start.
Was able to set himself up really well off that Iverson screen. DKP connecting with his defender on that.
Is back in possession. Here's Stroud, finds Hill. Hill from 3. Nico Hill, he's been good so far this evening. Can't connect on that occasion. The steal, though. Fires a ball to Stroud. Stroud looking for an option. Gets it to Moores. Moores over the top to Vaya, and Vaya will... Oh, no. Thought he had the offensive board for a second, but it was snatched.
Like +2, -2. Looked like it went in and out. DKP straight back to Witt.
Robinson. Boyd back to Robinson. Juggled it. Looks outside. Corner opportunity. And swish for the Franklin Bulls.
That's that flow we just spoke about that the Bulls would have been trying to find. Everybody gets a touch in that. The ball works all the way around the world, and this was the first play of the half that got them going.
Carter with a couple of sharp plays, that time from beyond the arc. He can convert from anywhere, and a quick fire 5 points for Jace Carter. So he has 11 now, and nearly timeout.
We've seen these coaches approach this game in 2 different styles. The Airs have gone for a longer lineup. Last game versus the Giants, we saw them start Xavier Adam, the point guard, the true floor general for this team. But instead today, they've gone with Luca Vea, bringing some length on that wing and moved Stroud into the point guard spot, which has really changed the dynamic of that length, the athleticism that they have out on the floor, and the Bulls going with a shorter kind of lineup with Jace Carter and Cale Robertson, small forwards that can't really match that length that the Airs have right now.
Back underway this time, it's Marcel Jones for the Taranaki.
The lead's been cut from 17 to 12 fairly swiftly, so the Bulls will take confidence from the way they've started this third quarter. Jones. Oh, the pass is deflected, but luckily it falls back for Vea. Moores gets into the paint along the baseline and converts off the board.
Moores says, I'm not just a big body who plays down low, I can take it from the outside as well. Easy 2.
First bucket of the third quarter for the Taranaki Airs. It's Carter as the ball stolen away by Vea. Nico Hill. Oh, yes, converts.
Nico Hill up to 10 points with that leak out.
Witt manages to get the arm free, but gives the ball back to Stroud.
He might have just got away with the double dribble.
Jones to Moores. Can Moores convert again? He can.
Once again, these bigs for the Airs running the floor and getting deep early seals, leading to easy buckets in transition.
Another timeout taken. Let's have another look at this work of James Moores. That's the second. James Moores, who averages 15.8 points and 10.4 rebounds per game, so he's going to get a double-double pretty much every time. Currently sitting on 6 points and 6 rebounds, so not far off another one.
He's been a massive difference maker in this game tonight. He did not suit up the last time these two teams matched up, so potentially someone the Bulls weren't as familiar with, didn't really have, you know, on the scout last time they played.
Yeah, that last time out, 27th of April, feels like quite a while ago, doesn't it? 91-90, the Airs took that game. Don't forget, this is pretty much playoff basketball. These two teams competing for 6th position. 8 wins is the magic number. The Bulls, this is their 3rd to last game. They're sitting on 5 wins, so they need to win all 3 of their last. The Airs, they're sitting on 6 wins, but they've only got 1 more game after this, so they need to win this and the next one. Whichever team loses needs to win their remaining games and then hope other results go their way. So it really complicates the situation. So simple answer would be to win. It's Carter Witt floats one in.
Great decision by Carter Witt to take it himself. Bulls still trying to run that Iverson cut no matter if the Airs are in a zone or a man.
Nico Hill in the corner. A little too much on that. Bulls eventually come up with it through Witt. Boyd. Oh, Darren Boyd.
Second three-pointer of the game, up to 8. And that's a way to execute when you're 5 on 4.
Didn't have any points in the first quarter, but has started to convert since then as Stroud finds a lane and lays it in off the backboard.
I feel like Stroud should have more than 5 points right now, but that's what's listed. And they get another steal. Good active hands by the Airs.
Airs transition basketball. Nico Hill can't finish it off, but Luca Vea can.
And that is why you follow the play, follow the break, in case you can pick up missings and easy buckets like that.
It might have been Jace Carter. Nice work there from Witt. Stroud. Moores. Jones looks to Nico Hill from the corner.
It's Nico Hill's third three-pointer in this match. That's a great assist by Marcel Jones.
Witt to Dominic Kelman. Porto makes no mistake.
Carter Witt has elite playmaking ability out of the pick and roll, really understands how to change his pace and set up his big.
Stroud. Some hustle to get to the rim. Can't convert, but does draw the foul, and he will head to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Darian Boyd will list 2 personal fouls after that call. Have another look. The cross, the slow steps down the lane into some Chemist Warehouse free throws.
The margin is 16 as Moores and Jones take a seat.
Now, Brandon Stroud joined this team late because he was over playing in the Finnish league, where he averaged over 20 points and over 8 rebounds per game. He did that after spending 3 years at Kennesaw State University and 2 years at South Florida. So still pretty early in his professional career as well.
This is both of the free throws. Puts up a shot from along the baseline, won't go. Brandon Stroud, he's really struggling from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's 3 from 10 now. Carter. Witt. Carter Witt. Stroud is unimpressed.
That will be Stroud's 3rd foul. Feels like he could have got whistled for like 3 in that play. Have a look at the physicality, maybe even the shirt grab, the hold off the pick and roll. And how about Witt's IQ, his ability to read the D as it's coming, gets the fadeaway to the left for a trip. Carter Witt gets the 3-point play to go.
Taranaki is coming down the court through Quinton Bailey with pace. Adam. Tuta finds Bailey. The bench on for the Airs. Bailey short on that one. Here's Carter, looks into the corner. Witt. Biggers there to try and provide a bit of aid. Witt will go himself. Bailey with the rebound.
Sorry, and that's good D by Nico Hill to make that a tough contested shot after Witt has gone on a little bit of a run.
From beyond the arc. No good for Nico Hill.
Nico Hill came open because Quinton Bailey rolled so hard and drew attention inside on his roll. Jace Carter.
Jace Carter is good from beyond the arc. Not for the first time tonight. The margin has been cut to 10.
Oh, so good at doing this, getting themselves back in the game, making comebacks. Dane Samuel.
Flat shot. It bounces along the top of the hoop. Darian Boyd. He'll put up a 3-ball. Back-to-back buckets from beyond the arc, and the Bulls are right back in this game.
Bulls are right back in this game, and all 3 imports have now ticked over into the double digits for the Franklin Bulls.
Let's take a look at them. Here's the first from Carter. No hint of the rim on that one. Boyd, turn around and shoot. There you go. On a bit of a run in this 3rd quarter, leading 20-13. Sorry, 23-13, make that. Samuel over the top to Bailey in the pass. He's not able to be reeled in by Quentin Bailey, lost over the baseline.
I really appreciate John White's decision to have Quentin Bailey and Darnay Samuel on the floor together, though. Their interchangeability between the 4 and 5 position. One can pop out, one can go inside. They absolutely have different ways they mix it up.
Here comes Witt. Trying to work in with Kelman Porto, loses the ball. The challenge from Riley Tuta.
Tuta trying to do a really good job of getting into Carter Witt's body, making it physical down low. Have another look. Tuta fighting over that screen. But Witt too smart and able to sell that foul. Carter Witt, a decent free throw shooter, shoots it at just under 74% per game.
This is the second one, but finished off by Kelman Porto. Is that another commentator's kit? You just looked at me straight after that one ripped out.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
And they say it isn't real. Stroud gets to the rim.
That'll be DKP's second personal foul.
Jones and Moores coming back into the contest. Jones on 9 points, Moores on 8. Brandon Stroud converts from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He struggled from there tonight. Two from two. That's better from Brandon Stroud.
He just needed that hoop.
Yeah, it was the other hoop. Witt, outside, Darian Boyd. Take a step back. Hits the screen from Kelman Porto. Steps back. Oh, Darian Boyd starting to heat up. And so is this game. The margin is 3.
Could tell he was going to make that when he went through the legs twice, got in that little pitter-patter motion.
Marcel Jones is short. I'll tell you what, the margin was what, 17? It's now 3. Franklin Bulls going on a run. Darian Boyd, look out, step back. Boyd!
Darian Boyd has finally woken up, checked into this game. The last time they played, he led all scorers with 27. He's having some deja vu today.
Tell you what, it's really getting the crowd into it. 64 all. Until that bucket, 66-64, and the Airs will head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
We speak about a lot of these players being young, fresh, early in their pro careers. Someone that is very experienced, a vet later in his pro career is Marcel Jones. I mentioned him as being one of the most well-traveled players in this league. I'm not even going to get into mentioning all the places he's played, but he has been around, knows how to make winning plays and step up in crucial moments.
Well, Darian Boyd, look out. Oh, my goodness me. He's not going to do it again, as he know. But why not put the shot up? Taranaki is. They'll just slow the game down here a little bit. Now Stroud will have a go from 3. Brandon Stroud off the mark. Boyd with the rebound. Boy, he's having a massive couple of minutes. Into the paint, trying to float it up. Can't get it to go. Gets the offensive board. Back-to-back rebounds for Boyd. Witt into the paint. Doesn't fall. Jones to Moores. James Moores is short.
The activity from Jace Carter to get there early and help side was why they were able to stop the Airs on that possession.
Boyd spinning to the rim. Not quite. Stroud outside. Bulls will come up with it. Can they level things again and potentially even take the lead heading into the fourth? It's been an incredible third quarter for them. They trailed 49-32 at the end of the second, and now it's 67-64.
And they don't call this a championship quarter for nothing. Have you heard them? Have you heard people say that?
Yeah, I have. Be second guessing. No, definitely. Boyd again! No. Finished off by Robinson. They put on 34 points in this quarter. That's more than they had in the first two combined.
Absolutely going on a run here. Let's see if the Airs can finish. A little bit of a difference between the game and shot clock.
Bailey looks outside. Oh, partially deflected. Some good hustle there from the Bulls. They call the timeout.
Ooh, now I don't know how I feel about this BNZ player timeout being used in the third. You know, you have one each half, so they lost their one from the first half, but this will use their second half BNZ player timeout, meaning they won't get one in the fourth.
Darian Boyd on an absolute heater in this third quarter. He has been unstoppable. Step back, slots it, no problem. He's been rebounding, doing everything. That's the fourth one.
That's what I was saying. When he starts getting his handle going and you can feel him working into that shot, you know he's feeling good.
Well, if we got a ball game heading into the final quarter here on Sky Sport, the difference was 17 after two quarters. The lead has been cut to 1. Taranaki 67, Franklin 66. My name's Nathan Lim, alongside me, Crystal Leisure Walker, back with a massive quarter for you in a few moments. A massive third quarter has seen the Franklin Bulls storm back into this contest. 34 points in the third quarter. They trailed 49-32 at halftime, but have taken control of this game with Darian Boyd absolutely heating up, especially from beyond the arc. And tell you what I'd love to see heated up, and in my belly, the large cup pepperoni pizza from Sal's. $35, use that online code. Sal's Cup 26, valid until Tuesday. Carb load for the week ahead. Brandon Stroud, the architect of this Taranaki offense, with Aaron Cook Jr. still out with a hamstring injury. Nico Hill trying to find position. That's some good defense from the Bulls. Carter Witt. Looking for bigger and copping some friendly fire there from Carter on the way past. Doesn't matter. Finishes the job.
Way to stay with it bigger. Definitely took a hard hit to the face, it looks like, from Jace Carter, who was going for the alley-oop attempt. Stroud trying to break down the D.
Brandon Stroud all the way to the rim. Converts off the board.
Brandon Stroud up to 9 points, and it just feels like he's left a lot out there because he's definitely been putting in a big shift around the glass.
Yeah, he's not too far off double-double there, sitting on 8 rebounds. 5 assists. Jace Carter, just short on that one, but we've seen him hit 2 of those. Robinson draws the foul.
Cal Robertson has had a quiet night in terms of scoring the basketball, but his effort on the glass has absolutely been there. Have a look at him crash for this board and go up, drawing the foul out of Marcel Jones.
Just see the emotion there from Brandon Stroud as he talked to his teammates, an air of desperation. He does not want them to blow this because they were up by 17 at half-time.
That, and he knows how close they are to having, you know, a playoff chance.
Both teams trying to get to that magic number of 8 wins. This is do or die basketball because the loser of this game is all but ruled out of playoff contention. The winner will remain alive, and Franklin take the lead. Moores has it. Jones. Oh, losing it in the paint. There is Moores.
Good quick hands by Darian Boyd on the post. He hung around on that switch, but just long enough.
Here's Saville. Looking for a lane. Goes back outside. Robinson. Darian Boyd. They won't want to give him a look. Robinson from deep. Robinson! Just as the beat kicks in.
Right on the money. DJ's locked in with him. It's a big shot. And that's a big post up down low by Moores right when they need him.
And one draws the foul. See how much energy there is in that huddle there. They're desperate for this victory. Taranaki worked so hard.
It's good team basketball by the Airs to work it around, to have Samuel feed the ball in instead of their point guard. Gives Moores a different angle and more time to collect himself down low.
One-point ball game. Less than 8 minutes on the clock. These are huge minutes ahead in the context of both these teams' season. All of their work up until this point is on the line.
Now look, we know the Bulls are playing for their home crowd who's in the building, trying to get a win for them, trying to get a win for themselves for the playoffs, but they're also trying to get a win for their assistant coach, Jeff Green, whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday to you, Jeff, when you watch this game back.
Carter. Kamapoto. Over the top, Saville. Ball deflected out by Samuel. They'll get it back, Franklin.
And that's what the Airs have been doing well all game, is really plugging those passing lanes, having quick, active hands, and being disruptive.
Good to see someone with the last name Saville doing good things. Here we go. Bulls fans, make some noise.
MC really winding up the Taranaki players. I'm here for it. Carter wants the foul. doesn't get it.
I'll say that. Shot clock expired before he got it up.
Stroud calling instructions. He makes his way back up the court. Game hanging in the balance. Moores, Stroud. Ball almost pinched, can he control it? Tudor comes up with it. Samuel into the corner. Nico Hill denied, called for the travel. Hustle from Darian Boyd.
Great scramble by the Bulls. The shot clock was winding down. Nico Hill didn't have many options.
Still a 1-point ball game. Game's tightened right up. Witt finds a bit of space. Can he float it in? Short, offensive board. Outside to Boyd. Robinson gives himself some room. Uncontested three. All in and out.
Unlucky for Cal Robinson, who we know is a shooter. Stroud coughs it up.
Unlucky as well there. Stroud slipping. Losing possession.
That's a smart heads-up play by Moores to foul and stop the ball, give his team chance to reset on the defensive end. You see Stroud just slipping, handing it back to the Bulls, and Moores definitely a play at the ball there.
The Bulls keep going. Here's Carter Witt. Oh no, offensive foul called on the Bulls there. It's potentially a little soft. Yeah, on Robinson, I think.
He's got him for holding Riley Tudor up.
Chance for the Airs to sneak their noses back in front. Tuta, Stroud. Samuel in the paint. Dane Samuel's been good. Not quite on that occasion. Carter Witt. Foul is called. Taranaki seeking an explanation.
Yeah, they did not like that. They were all up in arms with that call. Dane Samuel was talking to Ryan about the play before he felt like he was fouled on the other end, leading to this position for Carter Witt.
Carter Witt converts the first from the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. And the second.
We've been harping on at the bad free throw shooting performances for these two teams all season, but Carter Witt doing a good job of knocking them down when it matters.
Here comes Brennan Stroud. What can the Airs cook up here? Dane Samuel trying to take it to the rim and finishing nicely is Dane Samuel. Tightens things back up. 1-point ball game. 5:47 to go. Both of these teams trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Carter can't finish. Stroud keeps it alive. And draws the foul as well. Don't forget the Tauihi basketball schedule is out. Use that QR code on screen. That season underway a bit later in the year. Great to have more domestic New Zealand basketball action to come.
First game tips off on Friday the 26th of September. The mainland Porkai take on the Southern Hoiho in Christchurch. Make sure you scan that QR code and save all of those dates in your calendar.
Brandon Stroud's tough night at the Chemist Warehouse strike continues. He is 5 from 13 now. And again, 5 from 14. Taranaki remain 1 point down. Corner 3 opportunity, the Bulls. Saville's shot is awry.
Hunter Saville coming into this game, shot the 3 ball at just under 53%, but has struggled to find his form tonight. 0 from 4. You see him picking up full court against Xavier Adam.
Dane Samuel spinning in the paint. Gets his own board. Finishes the job, and the Airs are back in front.
Has something to say about it as well. Feeling like they cannot guard him. Carter Witt stops on a dime.
Robinson along the baseline. It's for Carter, and Carter got a bit of contact, loses it out over the baseline and does not get the call.
Yeah, not sure, but how about Dan Ryan? Always positive. Next play, let's move on.
What do you want from your coach? Here's Moores. Such a dominant presence in the paint. And all tipped out.
Jace Carter is just so athletic. The refs can't decide if it's legal or not. But how about that play by the Airs to get it to their big man, James Moores? They wanted the isolation against Bigger out of that high post. Like what? Said it was tipped off the rim. That's legal, you're allowed to do that. And the home crowd is happy about it.
Certainly are.
Want me to do it again? Want me to do it again? Show you?
Franklin. Witt. Oh, tough one for Robinson to reel in there. In fact, Nico Hill. Here's Boyd, 5 on the shot clock. Got to put one up. Deep 3 from Darian Boyd. Not going to fall. Trying to keep it in. Can't do so.
We're at that stage of the game where game management, shot selection really matters. Can you execute down the stretch? Can you get through your set? And can you put it in the right hands at the right time? Darian Boyd not left with much to play make.
Galanta's spurring both these teams on. It's Brandon Stroud. Over the top to Moores. Samuel. Adam. Bounce past to Moores, but it's going to be taken off them by the Bulls. Down by 1. A chance to head back into the lead, but picked off by Dane Samuel, the pass. He is back in control. Long pass, corner 3, no good. The attempt there. Luca Vaya.
Sorry, I think that was Xavier Adam. That one up. He's still looking to score in this game, but his plus minus is the highest for this Airs squad as we see Carter Witt getting in the lane. Nice little teardrop. Float is good.
Lead swings back the way of the Bulls. Neither side able to get out by more than 1 over the last few minutes. And another intercept, this time it's reeled in by Robinson. 2.5 to go.
Sorry, Nathan, to cut you off. And some of that fatigue starting to set in. The Airs obviously already played the Giants this round.
Oh, bang goes Jace Carter. from the corner. He loves it. Some big dap ups there from his teammates. Oh yeah, Perry loves it.
Jace Carter will take a seat with 17 points in this match. His third three-pointer of the game. Have a look at the vision by Carter to see the rim. And then have a look again at Jace Carter knocking down this corner three. And the fans are loving it.
Timeout called. There's less than 2.5 to go. The Airs now down by 4. What do you think each team will be saying in their camp?
Yeah, you need to treasure the ball. Let's not turn it over. Let's get a good set every time. Defensively, let's do a better job guarding one-on-one. Interesting to see what the Airs go to here. We've seen their last few offensive sets really clearing out that side and letting the likes of James Moores, Brandon Stroud go to work with no strong side defense getting in their way. But other players that have been great for them. Darnay Samuel's still leading the way with scoring 14 points. Had 10 in that first half, has been fairly quiet in the second. And in that first half, we also saw a lot of highlight plays, and you can catch that highlight show on Tuesdays.
Certainly have some eye-catching dunks from Jace Carter and Carter Witt. Playoff hopes are on the line for both of these teams, fighting to stay alive in the South's NBL 2026. Adam finds Stroud. Into the corner. Samuel's going to put up a 3-ball. Vale with the rebound. Will collect the foul.
Hey, let me wind the clock back for everyone at home. Remember the last time these two teams matched up? It went point for point. Darnay Samuel was the one that had a clutch 3. So then sure the Bulls will remember that as well. Won't want to give him too many more open looks.
Moores, Stroud in the corner. Brandon Stroud. Well, in the final minutes of big games, you need your big game players to stand up, and Stroud did just then. Corner 3, can the Bulls reply? Not quite. The offensive board from Robinson, no. He's not happy about it.
Yeah, he is not impressed with that. Let's have another look. Cal Robinson, look at this crash. Yeah, that's just unlucky timing. That Luka Vea jumped at the same time and it looked like a push. Maybe a little bit, but... Oh yeah, Ryan Jones with the hops, getting up.
Someone in the crowd really liked that as well. 2 points the difference. 100 seconds to go.
Can you imagine that a Barter card official just comes out of nowhere, starts postering in mid-game?
Or just joins the game.
Have another look at Stroud. Big time 3. Actually think that got listed as a 2.
Well, these missed free throws could really be the Achilles heel of the Airs here in this contest as Vea misses another one. So they are now, for the game, 15 from 25.
What's the percentage on that?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 15 from 62%, which is right on the average, I think.
It's a little bit better than the last time they played. They shot 47% from the free throw line.
Robinson. Carter Witt. Look for the pass to Boydell on the baseline. Can't come up with it. The Airs have a chance to level it, and they do so.
What a big play by Xavier Adams, who has a lot of confidence taking that shot. That's his first points of the game, and they couldn't come at a more important moment.
80 apiece. Carter Witt, short on the 3 ball. They get the board. Darian Boyd from deep. He's been hot and he's getting hotter. Darian Boyd
Ticks up a 20 ball of a game. Darian Boyd, is that his 6th 3 of this match?
please.
55 seconds to go. Playoff hopes on the line. Stroud looks outside. Samuel. Too far. Moores with a crucial rebound. Adam. Witt. Moores again. Kelman Poto getting physical and he's called for it as well. Tension.
I feel tense watching this game. Another look. Moores almost coughed it up, but gets bailed out with the foul.
Must convert from the free throw line, and James Moores does with his first.
His team hasn't been great from the free throw line, but he has 100%, 3 from 3. Remember, the Bulls have also already used their BNZ player timeout. The Airs, the only ones with that in their pocket.
The bloke getting his puku out on the side, trying to put him off, and you got to say he succeeded there. That was a huge belly. Bulls bringing it back. High pressure moments, the steal. Brandon Stroud's got the ball. Is it going to be stolen back? The Bulls scrapping for it. Stroud has it. .7 on the clock. High pressure moments. Both these teams' seasons on the line. Who will crack under the pressure? Who will stand up?
Have another look. The great defensive intensity, the poke away. Stroud gets it. But the hustle by the Bulls to get back and disrupt. Jumping on that loose ball, gets it back for them through the jump.
Kelman Poto some full court pressure there coming from Adam. Gets away the foul. Oh my goodness me, it's not going to count. That was outrageous.
Wow, another look, gets fouled. That shot won't count, but how pretty, even the perfect seams. The rotation, DKP.
Well, do that again, they might win the game. Franklin Bulls up 2, 18 to go on the clock. Boyd bringing it back, under pressure, and giving away the foul are the Airs, it's Adam. 13.7 on the clock. Bulls in command at this point.
Darian Boyd, 2 from 2 from the Chemist Warehouse in tonight's matchup. He's got 20 points so far.
Misses the first.
Remember, the Airs still have their BNZ player timeout.
Dan Ryan urging calm. Boyd misses the second. Pressure.
Okay, and called for the line violation. He left that free throw line before it hit the rim. The Airs will take their timeout.
Darian Boyd had the chance to make it a 2-possession game. Missed both his free throws. And the Taranaki Airs are still in this.
It was a 1-point game the last time these two teams matched up. We knew we were in for a goodie. Question will be who the Airs go to right now. Stroud has been their floor general, the guy that's made the most, leading the way with 7 assists, but he's struggled from the free throw line. It's a risk putting it in his hands if the Bulls choose to come out and immediately foul, put him at the line and get it back. But they go to Moore's big presence inside. One of their shooters, Tudor. Samuel also was big last time these two teams matched up.
Who do they want to get the ball into the hands of the Taranaki Airs? They need a bucket.
Right, that is the question. Does it go to Samuel? Do they go for a quick basket at the rim, or do they pull it out, put it in a playmaking person's hand, wind the clock all the way down to the end?
Dan Ryan, the Bulls coach, very composed, calmly, but firmly giving instructions to his troops. Taranaki with the throw-in from the sideline. 12.9 on the clock. Still plenty of time for this game to go either way. 2 points the difference. Playoff hopes on the line. All coming down to this. Brandon Stroud into the paint, puts up a shot, tries to draw the foul, doesn't get it. And Robinson eventually draws it.
Kale Robinson has had some massive rebounds down the stretch of this game. None better than that one, none bigger, should I say, than that one just then. Got Dane Samuel out of the way to pull that in.
Robinson to keep the Franklin Bulls playoff hopes alive. No, that's 3 missed free throws in a row for this Bulls team.
Kale Robinson, the leading scorer at the Division 1 level for all New Zealand men a year ago.
Slots the second. The Taranaki Airs are going to need a 3.
Still have their BNZ player timeout. We'll see them use it. Okay, this is when it helps having a player's son in your squad. Xavier Adam leading this huddle. Trent Adam has previously been on the coaching staff for the Taranaki Airs, but it's hard to come up and show a play to your team without a whiteboard.
So interesting to see how they work this play. Who the go-to man is to put up this bucket. 84-81, potentially to send us to overtime. Here go the Taranaki Airs. It's been pitched by the Bulls, and that'll do us. The Franklin Bulls stay alive in Sal's NBL 2026.
Have another look. Kale Robinson coming through in the clutch, gets the rebound and gets the steal to seal the game. What a comeback, what a response by this Franklin Bulls team.
The Franklin Bulls winning 84-81, coming back from 49-32 down at halftime, putting on 34 points in the third quarter and winning the fourth 18-14. Darian Boyd is our MVP, who lit up like a Christmas tree in that third quarter.
Man, did he want 6 3-pointers and the comeback effort. Darian Boyd ends the day with 20 points, 2 steals, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. But it was the second half show-stopping threes that got him over the line for our vote for MVP of this match. And what a way to close out for the home fans at the Stockyard.
What a contest, and 2 players, 3 players really standing up offensively for the Bulls. Carter Witt, Terry and Boyd, 20 points apiece. Jace Carter also had 17. Robinson contributed a pretty crucial 12. And then on the Taranaki Airs side of things, 14 for Tane Samuel. Nico Hill had a nice 13. Jace Carter, 16 rebounds.
Yeah, ridiculous. And he did a good job playing through some personal foul trouble as well. Robinson, like we said, arguably the biggest rebound of the game. He pulled in the end, and Carter Witt getting the double-double by way of assists, 11 assists to go with his 20 points. Stroud trying to do all he could. He ended up with 7 assists, and he's just short of both the double-double with 9 rebounds, 11 points, but also the triple-double with those 7 assists, 5 steals as well.
Incredible. I think the Taranaki Airs might look back on their free throw column and wonder what might have been 16 from 28. How crucial was that?
The Airs fans at home are like, stop talking about the free throws.
Hard not to. Plenty of action to come over the next few days as the playoff picture takes shape. The Tauranga Whai hosting the Nuggets. Wednesday evening, a Thursday night game as the Hawke's Bay Hawks up against the Wellington Saints in Napier. Manawatu Jets in action against the Franklin Bulls again. That is crucial to the 6th place spot because the Jets currently sit 6th. A win for the Bulls would keep them alive. They need to win every game. The Saints back in action again on Saturday afternoon against the Sharks. And quite a big top of the table match as well with the Tuatara and Rams just behind the Sharks leading the league. And they will be so pleased with that effort. The Franklin Bulls getting the dap-ups from friends and family. Lots of smiles, a little bit of dancing from the fans in Pukekohe.
Jace Carter, the captain of the squad, will be happy with how they finished. Like I said, not just playing for the playoffs, but also playing for their assistant coach, Jeff Green. Happy birthday once again to him and to all the Bulls fans at home. What a game to stay locked in for.
What a game indeed. That'll do us on Sky Sport for this evening. We hope you have enjoyed the coverage of Sal's NBL over this weekend. The Franklin Bulls beating the Taranaki Airs 84-81. My name is Nathan Lim. Alongside me was Crystal Legend Walker. You have a fantastic rest of your night.